You hear, now you hating tough. Ask my man.
Alright, so block's still at the machine shop. See, I got a couple of packages here, and I want to see what the heck it is. So I have no idea what it is. And that way, if it's something that's wrong, I can send it back or whatever in time, that I'm not dragging my feet in this shit up. Which actually, to be honest with you, when I was looking in my last build, I was running 407 to the wheels, and dude, I didn't even have this in the center of my cylinder head. This is the ring and dowel for the oil that shoots through the cam bridge. Down. So looks like this. Supposed to be something like that.
When it comes to fear, it gets no stronger. Fuck your mind, I flex it clearer. It's your face, deep in the mirror.
Yeah, I don't think I had this on my last head. I just put my bridge sections over. Look at that, boom, beautiful. See, that's why I'm not like trying to put it in right now, because it just sits there. You know, and I ain't about to lose this shit. So I'm gonna pull it out. Try to pull it out. I feel like it's going to be nothing but up from here, and not up like in smoke on a dyno, knock on some wood, but like up, like it's time for this build to produce power and be in a good way. Because if you've been watching my videos, yo, I've been getting knocked down, kick back. Feel like once I get this block back from machine, and I got a call from Delta Cam, and they were telling me they didn't have the tools to. Well, they told me that cam had the lobe had been rewelded. The cam I got from Speed Factory, and Delta Camshafts in Tacoma, Washington told me that it was done improperly. And they also told me they don't like to talk bad about any business or business themselves. You know what I mean? People feel karma, so they don't want to be like that. They don't want to, you know, say, you know. So, but they told me that that wasn't the first time dealt with a customer that's been in a situation like this. But that being aside, Delta Camshafts told me that they didn't have the tooling to rework that cam, but they would be willing to make it. It'd be $100 to make the tooling, and then $100 to redo the cam. And so I'm already down $330 from Speed Factory on the bad cam, and then if I put another $2 on it to fix it, you know, that would be as much as buying, well, it'd be like $100 less than buying a new pair. And I've been told that, suggestively speaking, you always want to have a new one. You don't want to, you know, go with a reground or a remanufactured. But I talked with John at Delta Camshafts, and he says that he doesn't run anything else. He's very confident. I want to see, you know, how good the work is. I'm going to ask him too, because Bob at Action Machine asked me to ask him if it was going to be re-nitride, which is a hardening process they do to the steel on camshafts to make them harder than steel so that they do not wear out. So it's another thing that I'm going to ask him when, you know, he's done with the cam and he's completed with it. I want to make sure that it's flawless, just like as it's coming from the distributor, straight from Skunk 2's machine engineers or whoever that does their cams for them. And if you go online, I don't know about now by the time you see this video, but I went on there to look, and they're out of stock of Pro Stage 3 camshafts for B-Series. I mean, you can find them other places. I found another place that was selling them for a good price at $5.91 for a pair. But of course, if I wanted to get a pair, I would not only be down the $330 from Speed Factory, but now I'd be putting another $590, and then basically I'd be like $1,000 or something like that. But of course, I would want to be confident in having a new part instead of a remanufactured part, so I'd put all the whispering about it or feelings about it aside on a remanufactured cam. But again, Delta Camshafts is renowned, and you know, I actually know someone who has ran their cams because they remanufacture cams and hasn't had a problem, obviously. But at the same time, that same person was like, you might as well just get new, you know what I mean? And but you know what, you guys, I want to see if the cam will hold up. So, you know, when we get done, we're going to throw it in, we're going to do the dang thing, we're going to dyno that beast, and we're probably going to wrap that thing up to 9,000 RPM. Why not? Because the cams are good to, I don't know, what are they, 9,400 or something like that. And with the S164 Ferreira springs that I have in there, they're like, I don't know what they are, 200 pound or something like that. Float's going to be minimal. How much power we can get out of that dart and sleeve 84 millimeter B16 A2 block. Hopefully we'll be, I think what I'm going to do is I'm not going to totally strip this engine bay and spray it down like, you know, I see everybody doing. Even though I got the time to do it, I'm going to enjoy this time. I think I'm going to work on editing some videos for you guys, maybe work on some new music, because I haven't been doing much music at all since I've been on this build, and providing you guys content. And check out my music. It's there. It's on the same dang channel, so you'll see them. I've been linking them at the end of the videos. Click on them, check them out, listen to them. If you like them, go to iTunes, get it, you know, download, pass it on to your friends, whatever. I almost forgot one. Oh, it's for my kids. Oh, my bad.
These kids is holding back.
All right, looks like the camshaft is back from Delta. Very cool. I want to open up this box and see what it looks like. 'Cause when I got the cam from Speed Factory, there was this kind of coating on it that would hide, or did hide, any imperfections of the cam. I mean, I don't buy cams all the time, so of course when I got it and I opened it up out of the box, and it had like kind of like a, almost like a Teflon kind of a coating to it that, you know, looked a little skeptical, but I didn't think anything of it, obviously, because I don't buy cams all the time, and it was from Speed Factory, so of course I just was like, it's gotta be good, you know. They're nationally renowned, you know. And so I'm wondering, since it's coming back from getting remanufactured from Delta Camshafts from Tacoma, I am curious to see if it's going to have a coating on it. Let me get some sort of a coating on it, because John with Delta, he said that whoever had worked on it, they didn't do it correctly. Camshafts. Reground camshaft. It says here, always install new or resurface lifters. Damn, which I wasn't planning on putting in resurface lifters. Always lube cam lobes with high pressure lube. Always use oil recommended by manufacturer. Always break in at fast idle 1500 to 2000 for 20 minutes. Never continue cranking if motor will not start. So things I'm going to have to remember there. I'm pretty much going to get all those, but the first one, new or resurfaced lifters. Damn. I guess I'll call the machine shop and ask them what they have to say about that. Not what they have to say about it, but see if maybe I can get the lifters in there. It was this one here before. And I see there's like a little like fish mouth right there. One there, and one there. The ground on them, I'm not sure if you can see it, looks really good. Like I can see the actual grain of the ground, which you'll see when you buy them straight from the factory. You know, in this one, it does look like it has like a bit of a residue on it. Not like a coating, I mean, because the coating that I saw originally when I pulled it out of the Speed Factory box, it was more of a, had texture to it. Like it was, you know, the coat was heavy, where this is just kind of like a residue that just I can pretty much wipe out with my finger. Probably some sort of cleaning residue or something that was a residue that was used during the parkerizing or the carburizing or something like that. And I'm not seeing like any definite line of where the lobe had been, you know, re-welded on there, and it looks pretty good compared to the other ones on there, where on the lobe it has almost kind of like it dips in a little bit and then comes around. This one dips in and comes around. Delta Camshaft stands by their product, and so far so good, and I'm feeling good about Delta Camshaft, and referred to them from Action Machine. Even though at the same time, kind of CYA, Bob was like, well, yeah, I would always recommend, you know, putting in new parts. Ultimately, it's my decision, you know, if I decide to put it in, and I think I'm going to. I want to see if it holds up. But as long as I follow the directions here, it should roll right over that rock. I'm thinking like what I'm going to do is it a different kind of a look. I think I'm going to clean all this up, what I can, what's exposed here, like all this where this paint's gone, it's been rubbed off and things like that. I think I'm going to come with the hot rod, and the hot rod is this, what I was putting on the fenders here and then feathering it back to the OEM EM1. I forget what it's called. It's like Milano Red, which comes stock on the EM1. I think I'm just going to clean all this up, and I'm going to like make it look like splatters. Like I'm going to take the hot rod and like paint it in and do some kind of like a maybe a marble thing like I did with the Expedition that I did on the wet sand videos. If you've seen that, there's some areas on there I did the marble, and then I'll go over it with clear. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know if I want to remove this caulk and stuff like that. I mean, that does look pretty ugly there, but I think I'm not really too concerned with how beautiful the engine bay looks, but I do want to, all these areas where paint's been scratched off and worn away and things like that, touch those up and then throw clear on them and just let them be something a little different than just a full-on clean sand, buff, fill, shave, and then spray. Put a couple brackets there and then mount it up so it attaches to the transmission there, and then create more support.